The success of the world's first MVNO, launched in the late 90s or let's say 2000s, in a very strategic partnership between One-to-One and Beijing Management, the revolution of the MVNO market began. And today, Nigeria, with barely 2 years of the regulators' official granting licenses to MVNOs, the gates of free market competition have been thrown open, as over 41 players are positioned to deepen the state of telephony in the country. And we know that key to any business is making profits while providing value-added services to your teeming customers. So today, the way forward is key. And today's conference promises to be transformative as it brings together industry experts that will share all of the nuggets as to how we can navigate the startup challenges that enhance the profitability of our MVNO in the country and beyond. My name is Louisa Olani. It's a delight to be your host today for the second time in the role. I was here last year for the first conference, like this, and we had a lot of insightful discussions, and today promises to be better. Please applaud yourselves for taking our time to be here. Can you please appreciate yourselves? Thank you very much for coming.
If somebody is trying to start a business in Nigeria offering basic services, it is going to be extremely tough to survive. Why? It is 7 naira per minute or 9 naira per minute, and your profit is 2 naira. With profit of 2 naira, how do you build a successful MVNO business? And that is the problem. And so here, that is what we are trying to offer you, is that we are trying to show you how you can cross-subsidize some of the basic services with value-added services by which you can make a lot more money than 2,000 naira. Okay, this is another one. This is the biggest problem we have today, is that most of the MVNOs have very interesting investors, but the investors are not cutting the check yet. Why? Because they all are looking at the spreadsheets and they are saying, are you really going to make it? And this particular conference where we will try to explore the ideas, add revenue streams to the business plan, and now we go to the investors where they get excited like we are getting excited here, and then the money will flow. I'm sure in the phase 1 we will have less number of MVNOs starting, but the first mover advantage is there. If they think properly, these are all the experiences they are getting from elsewhere. That is very important to know. We are not trying to give academic research. These have been done before in another country, in another place, and we are going to use it here. Yeah, this is another one which is very important, where our consultancy will help you, is how do you negotiate with your partners, whether technology partners or business partners or network partners. That is where the story is. If the negotiation is bad, then all your money is siphoned off in this bad contract. So that is one of the things which is very important, having negotiation strategies. WTL has developed talent and experience within us by which we can help some of our MVNO customers who are interested on how to do this.
How do you make money? Being in Nigeria now for quite some time, I've actually interacted with MNOs and MVNOs, and there's been a journey for you guys, right? For the last 2.5 years, you guys have seen so many referendums coming from NCC, so many discussions with MNOs. You're trying to see how you're going to make money, how you can actually get discounts, what should be the actual rate at which you should be selling. Business cases have been altered so many times, but what is the ultimate killer in this entire game is not going to be voice. It is pure plain data. Data is the game changer here. How do you ensure that people buy your data rather than buying it from an MTN or from an existing Airtel or an existing Globacom? They already have, people are using two assets because of coverage issues, right? Where is this data space for you guys? How are you going to make money? I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you and explain you why and how you're going to make money, right? So, without taking much time, One second. I just wanted to spend 2 minutes here on the global MVNO landscape. If you see, 50% of the MVNOs are all scattered towards Europe. Yeah, Asia Pacific has 15%, US has got 15%, only 2% is in African continent. And with the population which you have and the dynamics which you have, Nigeria is now trying to copy what South Africa did. You are going, you're having right now, I think, so 43 licenses officially announced, there are 10 more coming. But the race is not going to stop here. People are going to keep asking for tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, whichever category they feel is going to make money for them. But then, how do you make money? It's, there's nothing to be scared that there are 43 players or 53 players. Belgium as a country has got more than 80 players as MVNO. South Africa has got half of your population, but they have got around 56 players. How many did actually launch? How many did actually survive? That's the key question. Now, if you see the European and the US as well as in the Asia Pacific market, people have tried to differentiate themselves with some services. They're not offering a regular voice and data. They're bundling it with something. For example, if you're trying to go to a shop, the first and foremost question is, do I need to buy a new SIM or a new phone? What do I do? You will find a solution for eSIM, but not every phone supports it. Infinix and Techno does not, maybe having, the eSIM facility. People are using old phones, so you want them to dump the old phone and buy a new phone? How?
It's wonderful to see such a global presence with the community from all over the world that's attending the conference, and we're very much glad to be here. So I'm going to introduce MVNO Works. We are a consulting firm based out of South Africa. However, we are not limited in terms of where we do the consulting. We've been doing this globally, right from the US into Europe, through to the Asian market, and a huge focus on Africa. Africa is my passion. This is where we want to grow out the leg. We've got massive opportunities here, and I look forward to hopefully meeting everybody soon enough in a physical presence. I'm going to take you through what it is we have to offer. First, I'd like to just introduce, as you can see, our executive team, stretching right from the US into South Africa. We've got Wahid, Greg, who are board members at MEF Global, as well as in South Africa. Myself as the CEO for MVNO Works. So we are a consulting firm specializing in advisory services. We take very much an agnostic approach in terms of rightfully positioning various business cases in various vicinities. Our experience, like we've mentioned, has been across the globe in various countries, in various different industry verticals, if I could say that. We assist both public and private sector clients. Our market insights, experience, technical skills all add guidance to implementing, building the business cases, and right through to launch, and while you're in an operational mode, to further extend that value proposition. We take the approach from a consultancy engagement, obviously because we want to apply that agnostic flavor, and from a commercial perspective, with the aim of adding significant value to your business by identifying and pursuing growth opportunities, creating products and services that are very niche to your target market, and improving business efficiencies while you're in operations, while you're in productivity, and looking at key areas in terms of how to grow profitability within the business in this space. We take a partnership approach in terms of this because we prefer to keep long-term relationships, as building an MVNO is not a short-term project. This usually has long legs, nothing less than 3 years. You're looking at a 5, 10 year, 15 year even spread across your existence. We have a mission in terms of understanding and utilizing resources within the company, or if not, recommending what it is that structure should look like to unlock the full potential and expand your business and revenue beyond a traditional telco offering. The idea is to bring value, professionalism, integrity, and respect and care in terms of these valued long-term relationships.
I'm CEO of Porto1. We work with telecom operators in 90 different countries, and our goal is to help you to build a successful business. And congratulations to people here. Many of you already acquired MVNO licenses. Many of you think about this. A few months ago, there was an article in Guardian in Nigeria published with me when I was saying this is a unique opportunity for the whole world, because this MVNO race we have now in Nigeria, it's a true testing ground for new technologies, for new approaches. We can really see what is going to work, what's going to be efficient, and what's not. And obviously, everybody wants to be among those successful MVNOs about whom we're going to be talking and writing success stories in a year or two. So, how to accomplish this? And I'll split it into 3 distinct categories. Well, the main thing is you have to find the customer. You cannot sell the same thing just with a different color as every other MVNO sells already and expect a success. We talk about customer experience, because these days it's especially important to have your customers happy, and if they are, they will sell your product to their friends and colleagues free of charge. And then of course, the automation, because a lot of things have changed in the technology in general. Now with the proliferation of cloud technology, with AI tools, with low-code tools, many of the old approaches for deploying telecom solutions, they're no longer effective, and there are much better alternatives which you can use. The obvious thing, you have to find a customer and deliver some competitive advantage to that customer group.
Porto1 helps telecom operators to launch new services or to run more efficiently their existing services. Our core strength is openness. We used to provide source code to our customers, we still do, but now we also empower them with low code and no code and API tools to allow them build their own solutions, which is custom tailored to the marketing needs in their region, in their country.
My name is Uche Ongiwe. I'm the CEO of Core Software and Systems. We've been in business in Nigeria since 2008, but actually incorporated in the US in 1998. We provide platform solutions. We are also partnered with the Mobile Number Portability Clearinghouse, which is an interconnect clearinghouse. I used to work around the place, but now I'm focusing on my business. But in essence, what we provide through our number portability platform is a number lookup before your routing is done. So if you want to know what network a phone number is on, you can do a quick check before routing your call. We also enable you to do fraud prevention and KYC lookups at the same time. So as you register or onboard new customers, you can do a validation. So instead of building all these integrations directly within your own platform, you can interconnect with ours, and then we'll do that lookup for you as part of your process. We also provide a fraud prevention solution so that you can monitor for blacklisted numbers or call masking and similar type services. At the same time, if you have data, so as you build your own network and your customer base, other third parties may want to validate information from the data you have. So our platform also enables you to monetize the data you have, and you can do that by making that data available to us either via an API, and we make that data available to third parties. Of course, privacy issues taken care of, security issues taken care of, local residence of the data is also taken care of, and we provide you that information in a per lookup basis. So Whether you want to do a number portability lookup to know what network a phone number is on, whether you want to port your number, which is something I was mentioning to a few people that you guys should probably come together and push to NCC, is that they should enable you guys to be able to port your numbers as well. Because if you can't port numbers, it makes it harder to win over customers, unless you're doing IoT solutions where you can add a new number to the solution. But so what we provide is platforms, all cloud-based, single API, easy integrations into your platforms, local resources, local technology. We understand what you need. We've been in the industry, and whenever you're ready, we're actually built into the WTL platform itself. So for those of you who are purchasing WTL solutions, you can do your number portability lookup right through that platform. If you want to monetize your data, you can also see us directly as well. Thank you very much.
My name is Olali Kanyori. I'm actually here in So we are from Lekon. So Lekon is a leasing company of Nigeria. It was established in 1989 and is fully owned by Bank of Industry. So we are basically equipment financing. So we help you guys to buy your equipment and assets, movable equipment. So what we are basically doing is to help you to take care of your cash with problem and doing other about funding and financing, so that you can focus on your core area of strength, which is tech, and do other things. So when you need things for your operations, maybe vehicles, maybe some hardware, I understand basically almost everything you run from software, but you may need some equipment or assets that's for your day-to-day activities or for your offices or your staffs, so you need to we help you to manage, to prevent a lot of your operating costs going into buying of assets. So what we do basically is, instead of using your capital to get things like cars and vehicles and other equipment, we can finance it as a lease for you, and then you focus all your cash flow on maybe buying license or doing whatever else you need to do. So that's what we are doing, and we have very, very, very competitive rates. You can speak to us. We are around, and we have very competitive rates, and our services or our demands are quite very, very understanding and very friendly. We have some processes you need to go through, but please, you can feel free to talk to us and find out more about what we do. Thank you very much.
My name is Osa Michael, the head of enterprise business. We'll go through the background of liquid intelligence and take it to home to Liquid Intelligent Technologies is part of the group known as Cassava Technologies. We started as Econet Group. From Econet, we metamorphosed into Liquid Telecoms. And through direct establishment and acquisition, we entered into some South African countries and Eastern African countries. In 2021, we became Liquid Intelligent Technologies. That's metamorphosing from Liquid Telecoms. In 2021 also, we entered Nigeria, providing cloud services, connectivity, and communication. Our data center for communication is actually Africa Data Center, I'm sure you have heard about it, which is actually based in Atlantic. What this tells you about Liquid Intelligent Technologies is that there are several things you can do with us. The MNOs, you can actually communicate with us. And for organizations who probably have organizations outside of Nigeria, even the UK and Dubai, you can actually have international privately sector with us. So for us, when it comes to connectivity, when it comes to cyber security, cloud, we are always your partner with the. So we'll be looking at synergies in the areas of those things that I mentioned, that's cloud, cyber security, communication, and then we for side. It's about to come to Nigeria. Shortly you'll be hearing about that. It's a payment solution for clients. Thank you.
You might not have a lot of technical background to dive in to how does eSIM work. Therefore, you need to partner with someone who can help you through that process. We can do that. Some of my competitors might say the same, but I'm sure that we will be better at it with our vast experience within the MVNO environment. There can be some regulatory alignments customer data cannot leave the country. It does not in an eSIM solution. So to do an eSIM download, no customer data is leaving the country, and we already have several customers where we have confirmed that towards the authorities. So from a regulatory point of view, you should be good to go ahead.
I would like to encourage all MVNOs here in Nigeria to sign up and offer eSIMs for their customers. It's a great opportunity to have a dynamic product which will make it more flexible to make changes, to offer small packages focused on specific subscribers. So it's an opportunity that I hope that you will all take, and Nordic eSIM is here to support you.
I like to start my presentations by saying I truly love telecoms. I'm a pure telecom boy. I'm a telecom engineer. I was 24 years at the time. I remember renting my home in front of the operator I was working in, because I was asked to come to work by night to solve incidents. So I became a friend with a stray dog who used to, bark at me when I come to solve a big problem with MSC, HLR, those new terms you will be hearing. And during that journey of 13 years, I've learned much. Throughout the presentation, I will give you some glimpses, some anecdotes of what I learned during that journey. At Latro, we have 4 lines of products. So we call them Defend, Assure, Explore, and then our line of service of professional services. Defend is our portfolio of fraud management solutions, how to fight against fraud. And I hope I will help you understand how fraud is a big problem in telecom. For MNOs, for MVNOs, for every key stakeholder in telecom. Assure is our revenue assurance line of product, or how we help our customers secure their revenue, secure that they actually earn what they need to earn.
We are happy to explain to MVNOs how we can help them secure their revenues and unlock their potential through our solution portfolio. We provide fraud management, revenue assurance, data analytics, and managed services to MVNOs.
We spoke today about how it is important for MVNOs to think in the very early stages about securing their revenue, mainly fighting against fraud and establishing good and robust revenue assurance processes. We at Latro can help with that. We have platforms, we have innovative solutions that help tackle main fraud, telecom fraud, and as well as a managed service offering where we help establish revenue assurance and business assurance processes.
The BTL has come up with 2 services that will help you increase your bottom line. First of them is the push to talk over cellular. We all know about the walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie that works with frequencies, radio frequencies. Yes, walkie-talkie. It's back again, but not the way it was before. What the BTL has done now is get the good features of walkie-talkie and put them on cellular systems for better efficiency. So cost actually meets efficiency with the BCC. That is what we are about to talk about. Now let's talk about the benefits. So you communicate with your team with Bishop Ekoti. You install the app on your phone, we set it up, and then you are good to go. It takes just a few minutes to do this. And once you are up and running, you can communicate with anybody across the globe, so long as they have internet coverage. You can communicate with anybody across the globe.
This particular event we did is mainly to help you understand that there is more opportunity than just doing voice, data and SMS.
That's the idea. And you saw the presentations of all our partners. They have only shown you how you can actually add to your bottom line with each and every service they are going to offer. And these are collaborative. Some of them are revenue share, so that you enter it with low cost and then make money as you go.